I'm far from home again, and this is probably really loud. So I don't know if you're going to hear me. I might have to, for the first time ever, put up closed captions. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've decided, I guess, that I'm going to see all the waterfalls. These are Dunn's Falls. Supposed to be one of the top 10 in the state. I just got here after a very long and gross and scratchy. No, you can't see it. I'm all scratched up. Oh, you can see a little bit. Hike through the woods because I followed the wrong trail. Absolutely brilliant. I followed the yellow trail, which is the Appalachian Trail. And I was supposed to follow the blue trail. And when I realized it, I went, oh, it's not that bad. It actually is not. These woods are not that built up. The worst of it are all the little baby pine trees. That's what's so scratchy. So I was like, I'll just go across, no problem. So there's something wrong with me that I would do that. Yesterday was rough. Because I was supposed to do therapy. Now, this is another thing, is that I work, I'm moving my hands around. I work on weekends, usually Friday and Saturday night, like in the night. Why? Because that's when I get paid the most. And I want to get paid the most and work the least. And no, I'm not a prostitute. Like, as if, right? My son actually asked me once, like, Mom, you go out at night. Jesus Christ, kid, no. But it is very stressful, and then it's also like falling off a cliff because I'll work 10, 11, 12 hours straight, again, because trying to get as much money at the highest rate I can, but it's intense, and it's like falling off a cliff, which maybe out here I should not make that little joke, but it kind of is. It's like I'm around people, it's very bad in the beginning, and then I sort of get used to it. I'm not around people, you know what I mean. It's because he's online, but I'm interacting with people, and it's absolutely not personal, unless I go get coffee, because I'm driving myself crazy and I just need to get away, which I don't do anymore. If you've seen the previous post that I put up. Anyway, so it is really stressful, and it's also like, again, like I'm around people and then I'm just not. And the thing with avoidant people is they want to be around people and they wish they were around people. They just can't have ongoing relationships. So it is actually, even though I'm introverted and everything else, for the most part, I think I'm straddling the line. I'm definitely on the introverted side, but I'm not like super introverted, obviously. Look at me making this video. And so it's hard for me to just stop that. And so I was having my therapy scheduled on Monday. It was one of the issues I was having with my therapist, was that he just kept scheduling it, like, say, on Friday. So I would go to therapy and then have to switch gears and immediately start working. And then when I needed it the most, I couldn't have it because he just didn't want to schedule it that time. It's like, what the hell? Anyway, but Mondays have been hard because I haven't been doing therapy and it's like falling off. I'm going to stop saying that. I think I'm scared to fall off this cliff. That's not really a cliff, but that's probably 20, 30 feet. I'm secure. I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, yeah, so Mondays are hard anyway because I work, and then boom, have no people around me at all. And I mean, at all. I used to have my son, and of course he's gone. Basically I've pretty successfully cut everybody out of my life except work. But it was hard this week. I mean, it's only Tuesday. It feels so much later. Oh, it was hard not going to therapy this week. I mean, I've been with the same guy for like a month and a half, a year and a half. Oh my God, I am tired. And it did cross my mind when I don't think you can see how high these hills are around here. I don't think they're considered a mountain, but they're pretty damn high and they're pretty steep. And you go up and then you have to go down. So like there, 150 feet of that. Plus, trees that have fallen and moss and little baby pine trees. And I was seriously like, okay, what am I, suicidal doing this? It's so excellent as a distraction though. It's so good. To go someplace I've never ever gone before. I've got to say, the trip I did last week, call them the trips. They're out of my house. Anyway, that was up a logging trail, and it was 12 miles of just insanity, and it was really scary. And when I came up here, there was a big sign: if you are a truck, you're required by law to have chains on your truck all winter and summer because it is a 13-degree plus incline. And I was like, oh my God, and it was scary again, and I was really sort of panicky, and not quite panicky, but I was really anxious. And same as when I was in the woods, pretty anxious, even though I'm like, okay, no problem. The sun is still up. I know where I am. I know where I need to be. If I hit this waterway, which I did, then I can just follow it out and it'll cross the road. Or I can find the path that I'm supposed to actually take, the hiking trail, which I did. Or I could just turn around the way I came and go back to the road where I came. And if I went in the other direction, like completely the wrong direction, I would end up on the Appalachian Trail again, which I've got to say is completely awesome. I don't know if they do it everywhere, but here I was like, oh my God, it was so great. Because usually they put up these yellow markers on trees, and it's something like, I don't know, every 500 feet or something, and it's on the side of a tree so you can see it in both directions. So in other words, you can't see it at all. But the people here, they went and they got plastic ties and they tied them around trees, like basically within sight lines, so like every 20, 30 feet. So there's no way that you can get off the trail. And also, if you have to get off the trail for bogginess or whatever, then it's so easy to see because they're up high and they're fluttering in the wind. And I mean, everything here is yellow, so you get something that's a bright fluorescent pink, you're gonna know it. Yeah, there's more falls up there. Apparently this is the lower fall. I can't remember what they called it, but there's apparently another one that's a plume, that's just straight down, and this one is sort of like, I can't remember what they called it, but like, it's broken up. So there's another set of falls down the way, so I will continue on my walk and see that too. Yeah, but I think that it's a little much going out in the woods all by myself when, I'm 48 years old, I'm, say, 100 pounds overweight, and I know I hear all the time, oh, you carry it so well, blah, blah, whatever. I'm not, big on exercise. I have been in the past, I was starting to run again. It didn't work as a coping skill. First of all, because I have plantar fasciitis, which made the running made that worse, not fun. But also because the reason it worked before, and I ran a half marathon like 2 years ago, was because I was getting calls on the phone all the time from my mother and my father and my son, and if I went for a run for an hour, I wouldn't get those calls. It was great. Well, now I don't get those calls, so I don't need a break from those calls, so running just sucks, frankly. I do like walking in the woods, but this extreme stuff that I've been doing the last 2 weeks, even though these are really cool. I went to see another one in Maine today called Snowfalls, and that is literally like right off the road, and I actually think it's more impressive than this. Of course, I just literally got here, heard the water, sat down, and went, oh gosh, I'm out of the woods, because I was like out in those woods, I don't know, 2 hours easy. I'll check the times and see how long it's taken. But a real long time. I'm doing a really bad job of aiming this camera too. Sorry about that. But yeah, that is the coping. It feels weird not to have a therapist. I have not considered going back to him. I have considered, as a matter of fact, I was going to put up its poll on this channel, which would have been like the really dumb thing, because I do know exactly what happened when things went sour, and it was something that he did that, basically he was talking about other clients, and I'm like, what? And the thing is with, when you're avoiding, that's like the worst thing you can imagine. And every time I would see him, all I'm thinking, I couldn't even speak, because I'm thinking, what's he going to tell other clients about me? I can't tell him anything. It was totally useless therapy at that point. And I was going to put a poll up to say, should I get in touch with him and tell him, hey, this is what you did, dude? And then I came to my senses, like, no. I don't want to get in touch with him again. Maybe he'll figure it out on his own. I don't know. Because he was really doing very well for quite a while, and then something changed. I've talked about this, where it shifted more to like, friendly rather than a therapy relationship on his side, and I just wasn't down with that. So I don't know. Yeah. So it is hard. It's hard not having a therapist all of a sudden. It's hard being completely isolated. Now so basically I have 5 days off without anything. Now I know what everybody else in their quarantine hell is. I have nothing to break it up. No way to break it up. You can't, I can only go grocery shopping so many times. And that's the only thing I can do. Although I think that they are starting to open the state up. But still, what I would do when I was really getting in not a great place is I would go and I would hang around people, and I wouldn't interact with them, but it would be completely anonymous, and you can't do that now. And it's stressing me out. And it's probably not a great idea that I got rid of my therapist, but like I said, it wasn't working. It was causing stress because I was freaked out about what he might be saying about me, and that's all there is to it. Bad timing, doesn't matter. Can't let therapy make things worse for you. But I do need to come up with something other than risking my life, and I'm being dramatic, hiking through the woods. I could have. I had a couple of hard, lands where I'm like, oh, I'm going to break my ankle. I'm going to break my ankle and be, literally, I'm not on any trails even. I am nowhere. They're going to see my car, and, this isn't even an area where they can legally hunt. So yeah, never going to find me. I mean, in a way that'd be great. On the other hand, yeah, so not smart, and I need to come up with a different way to cope. Because like all the beaches and everything else are closed. Everything's closed. And yeah. And I can't travel and not, again, I mean, it was hugely stressful getting here, stressful physically, and a little bit of mental, like, nervousness, scared of what am I doing and what's going to happen, and am I actually, I know I'm going in the right direction, and obviously I was going in the right direction. I got exactly where I wanted to be. I mean, exactly where I wanted to be when I finally got over here. I think I had about a 1-minute walk up the trail when I finally found it to get here at the falls, which is what I was aiming for. But still, it is similar, like when I was in Morocco and I was going by the seat of my pants and just sort of, wandering around and finding stuff to do and had no plan, and I more or less had sort of like a map in my head, and I just sort of wandered around, same exact thing. So, but this is actually physically more dangerous. So I need to come up with something else. But that's the point of it, is not for me to go, oh yeah, look, I'm out here in the woods, even though it's really nice. The point is a follow-up. This entire video might have to be scrapped because you might not be able to hear anything. But the follow-up on how I feel after getting rid of my therapist. I mean, it's losing a relationship, and it's like a nearly perfect avoidant relationship because it is impersonal and personal. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But I like East Waterfall. I don't know if you can really see it. There's it's like a double waterfall. There's a waterfall underneath the water, and then there's another spray of water going over. It's really cool. Anyway, I'm going to end this, and yeah, that's what I'm up to. And I'll see you next time I take my cats for a walk. Bye.